Hey there, listeners. This is your showrunner, Jakes, and your DM, Elijah, and we're going to keep this podcast train going with episode 2 of Next on the Initiative.
Choo Choo! Before we begin today's session, a small heads up. Occasionally, we forget to announce our dice roll. We use Roll20 to play D&D, so sometimes we talk about the map, tokens, and character placement on our character screens. We kind of just use like sound expressions for certain moments, like yay or oh. So you can get what kind of rolls we get.
Yeah, usually negative. If we react with a it's probably negative.
Okay, you're trying to make the shot. If you hit, you will kill your friend, so you're trying to fake it. Go ahead and roll for an attack. That's probably the worst time.
I was gonna say like, oh no, to like a nat 20. So, chore duty continues from the last episode. So let's find out what the adventurers are up to as Suvara and Ugesh fought Ront by the waterfall and then fucking let him die.
Good job, by the way.
Elijah, let's hear that second episode intro.
It's everybody's favorite time of the game, chore duty. Players once again get to interact with the surroundings a bit more, maybe make some new allies. Inoki gets to be an extrovert. Kravenit the Grunge sees some weird stuff, and Zavara is separated from the group, doing something, I suppose. It's not like we left off on a cliffhanger or anything. Let's find out. Episode 2. What lurks below. Below.
Okay. We are now going to transition to the next part of the chores. Because, yay, it is the cleaning of the barracks. And it's Jake, Shushar, Topsy, and Turkey. They have given you access to the base drow barracks and also access to clean the elite drow barracks. In each of the rooms, there's one just quietly meditating, eyes closed, doing his trance.
Interesting. Alright, well, I start off by immediately placing mushroom fungi all around the areas I'm cleaning. So it's like I'm cleaning quickly and then I put like some mushrooms down so they can like spread a little bit.
As you spread one spore like next to a set of beds, you feel a tug on your arm, and it's Topsy just staring at you, and she glares. So, what you gonna give me if I don't mention this little activity to the guard? She just stares at you.
And I hold out an empty hand, close it, and then I have a mushroom.
Yeah, I don't see that being quite fountain.
So then I like hold a hand up and like gesture to my whole body. I'm a mushroom. So I close my hand and then I'm like 2 mushrooms.
She just stares, kind of tilts her head, not getting it, and she was like not whistle but clicks for her brother, and Terry starts coming along.
Oh, and then I'm like, I get it. I look, and then I'm like, oh. So I put both hands up, and then I do a little bow, and then I open both hands, and then suddenly I have 6 mushrooms, and then I start juggling them.
Give me a performance check. Already, Topsy is uninterested, but let's see how this affects Terry.
Okay. 21.
Hey, so you make a delightful little show of this. You start juggling these mushrooms, and you add a little spore here and there just to give it like a bit of color.
Oh, I'm going all out and spinning around, throwing a kind of like a Harlem Globetrotter, but with a mushroom jug.
Right. So Topsy at this point is still trying to be unamused, but she kind of eyes widen. Turby is just mumbling to his sister, pulling him. She's like, yeah, he is interesting.
And then I finish up the routine. I bow once more and then give him the mushrooms. Well, I hold them out to see if they take.
He grabs it immediately, and before he puts it in his mouth, Topsy grabs it from him and sniffs it. Alright, that's a fun trick. Maybe we can show you something. Turvy. And she nudges towards one of the barracks chests, and Turvy just begins Oh wow! Slithering his way past the right behind the drow action, who is meditating, and starts rummaging through the stuff and runs back towards you all. He just smiles as he pulls out 2 crossbow bolts and a box. See, we got some skills of our own, and she hands all of it to you just so you can check it out.
They don't seem anything except 2 small ridges right below my eyes rise up, seeming to imply that I'm trying to smile.
Both of them kind of eyes widen at the sight of this, but they don't say anything. They still just watch.
I just continue going about my business, but I head over to Shushar.
He is just cleaning out one of the beds and making it nice and neat as you turn towards him.
Oh, hello. You are...
I hold up another mushroom.
Oh, I thank you. He just takes it and immediately consumes it.
He eats it.
Mm-hmm.
I clap a little bit, and then I hold another mushroom in my hand.
When you clap, the drow kind of jumps a bit, and he turns to you both and says, "Quiet down. Do not make me get up again."
I do the Animal Crossing startled expression. I nod, and then I just pretend to go back to cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
When the drow goes back to meditating, I look up.
Within a minute, he goes back into his trance.
So then I go back to Shushar.
He looks at you and says,
It's probably easier for you than me, my good sir, but probably keep it on the silent side.
I put a hand on his shoulder, and I wag my finger, and then I hold up a mushroom, crush it, and I release repertoire spores.
I will now roll a Constitution saving throw. Ooh. Oh man. Okay. He is affected by the spores.
And I go, "Hello, my name is Noki. I figured this be a..."
He stumbles back a quick second, not making a noise, but kind of like, "What?"
Don't be alarmed. We don't need him to wake up anymore.
Topsy turns her head towards the 2 of you and is just staring at the Kuatoa.
Oh, is that what Shushar is? Is it Krugatoa?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Does Shushar do anything when they look?
He kind of just searches around for the voice in his head. And then he looks back at you and like,
Did you hear that?
He asked me that?
"Yes."
I gesture like a shrug that I don't know, but telepathically I say, "It's my voice. This is how my kind speak. Play along. Don't act like I know what you're talking about."
His eyes widen. He just kind of like gets excited, and you kind of see like the side of his neck have these little flaps that begin to like open wide and close quickly. Like,
So his like gills kind of like undulate. It's awesome. Okay, so I basically say, "Sorry for the surprise, but it's okay. Most people are genuinely surprised when they hear a voice talking to them in their head, especially one as classically trained as my voice."
with his mouthpiece, so he's still talking, just talking.
That is an incredible skill. A bit creepy. Maybe give warning ahead, like before you can.
I say, "I usually try, but urgency is important because I feel like we're running out of time, and I'm planning a jailbreak, and you seem trustworthy."
I will join on one condition. We take my grunge for it out. It does not belong here.
Oh, understood. Then may I offer a counter? I will take the grunge without a hesitation if you do me a favor as well.
You seem to assist me so far. This could be useful. What is your request?
You also back me up and help take my fellow race member Stool from this prison. He doesn't deserve this. They are but children.
Oh, yes. I agree. The way he's been treated seems unfair, especially by me. However, with his large size, it would be a bit difficult stopping him. I cannot do any act of violence towards anyone, so stopping him would have been tedious.
I don't think that'll be a problem. And I let him know that, like, well, now on our jailbird team, it's going to be you, me, Stool, the Warforged fellow you see with us, and the dwarf that you see with us. So far, we are all in this together, but I figure that time is of the essence, so we may need to plan something soon. so far, what I have in mind is once the guard shift change occurs, potentially starting something with either the orc, I believe his name is Ront, or the drow, and I do not remember his name, but I figured having someone starting a fight and then making the drow come into the cage when the shift occurs will have enough an opportunity of surprise to ambush them, take what we need, and then make our escape.
Is there not a more peaceful method to this? I cannot harm anyone.
I do not believe you need to be concerned. Our Warforged friend and our Dwarf friend seem eager to provide the more physical part of our escape.
Oh.
I look at my arms and my body. I'm not really built for physical violence. I'm a performer, and then I do a little jazz hands kind of thing.
Oh, your music will be entertaining and Superdome. We shall go there once we escape. Yes.
Yeah. And then I guess the last thing I'll say is, have you gotten a chance to speak to? And then I look at Topsy and Turvy. Are they to be trusted? Should I reach out to them?
I cannot say they are evil, but there's something about them that puts me off. I cannot disagree with you if you wish to take anyone. I feel like we should all escape. But they do not seem to want to work with the others. Except you, you became friendly with them. They seem to show you a few tricks. Perhaps they could be of use in some way.
I think so as well. They seem to be very good or particularly skilled at retrieving items and useful objects. I will wait and see what the others think, and then we'll decide. But have you gotten a chance to speak to anyone else? I wanted to see who else is interested in our cause. I was thinking the halfling seemed like a potential ally.
He seems a bit spunky. That elf looks like he has hope in his eye. We rely on him as well. The Warforged is a whole new. The machine thing is just a new thing. Never seen anything like that before.
The Warforged can be trusted.
I don't trust the drow. I think he has some kind of trick with them being here.
Neither do I. He's been nothing but antagonistic. I fear he might actually be a guard in disguise or something. I do not trust him. He seems...
I do not wish to engage him, so we can not include him in front of it. But I will accept the group's decision.
Agreed. But I guess the last thing, what about the humanoids in our cell?
The Darrow, I do not trust either. He is kind and polite with his words. There's something malicious to him.
And what of the humanoid with the beard?
Oh, so when he mentioned the Darrow, he was talking about Lupido, the bearded one. Yeah, that's who we was just talking about that.
Oh, okay.
And the gnome seems kind, but he doesn't seem like he cares about the situation he's in.
Okay. Well, good to know. Once we get back to our cells, you let me know who is worthy, and we will have a group discussion in our minds, so to speak.
Yes.
And he looks at you again, smiles, and actually concentrates for a moment. For him, it's way more difficult to communicate these words telepathically than it would say anyone else. So it comes out broken and just says, I trust in you.
If something were to happen, please stand with me in solidarity.
I. Now, during this time you are cleaning the barracks on both sides. Is there anything you want to try to do with that? Or are you just good at doing this activity of cleaning up?
Here, the last thing I'll do is do an investigation check, just to see if there's anything interesting that I could use to my advantage and hide on my person pretty easily. Or, maybe just interesting to know.
Is that the 17?
15 in total.
Okay. While you're cleaning up, not much nothing too important lying around here and there. With that 15 though, I will say you notice as you're sweeping behind one of the beds, you kind of hear a small clink, and as you look down, you see a loose belt with one of the vials still in it.
Do I recognize it?
It has this very thick black liquid in it. Give me a medicine check.
Ooh, you don't get to do those that often. 15.
Yeah. You can tell this seems to be drow poison. And as you look at it, you recognize that the vial that Turby managed to swipe earlier was a similar drow poison.
Okay. Interesting. I conceal it on my person and just continue to do my quote-unquote work while continually spreading spores.
Alright, and that's what we're going to leave you guys. Next up is Jack and Maya. Woo! We're going to stay in the same location for everyone, as your job is to operate the lift.
The lift? So what is the lift used to do?
The lift is used to get down between the floor that you're currently on, that's next to the entire prison, to the cave floor below. That is how most drow go in and out for their patrols and picking up certain items around the cave floor area.
Interesting.
When you two are brought over here, you see one Kraggeth already here working it, and they assign two of you to come work up here at the top, and have other two go at the bottom. You also have Seraph and Elder with you all. You can choose which two go down to the bottom and which two stay up top.
I'm staying at the bottom.
It will stay at the bottom as well then.
Okay? They show you how to operate the lift. I will go into detail later when that matters, but now the two of you have the info for working the lift.
It refuses to touch the controls. And instead, are the controls like on a little table or something?
It seems to be like a crank system where as you get into the lift, you crank like a little lever. It makes a noise, and as you wait for the people below to confirm this by pulling another crank, and the lift activates like that.
It like kind of flinches and like tries to hide, or like starts to hide, but then like realizes that it's fine, and so it doesn't, but like it's jumpy.
Okay. So Jack, you see this every time you guys are working the lift and have Drow come up and down, you see it twitch and flinch.
Oh, okay. Well, try not to let it scare you too.
So while this is happening, you two are currently on the cave floor.
Is this a different floor from the one we were staying at?
Yes.
So that pool of water, can we see it from where we are?
Yes.
Is that the same pool of water that you could see from above the bridge, where the bridges are?
Go ahead and give me perception checks as you guys are looking on the cavern floor.
Okay.
For perception, got...
I got a 17.
Okay. So you guys both from here can see passages that lead to the south and the west area of the cavern floor. I had a little Minnesota accent to that one. That was amazing. And as you look towards the north area and look towards the pool, you see something moving, and it kind of has a gray-red coloring to it.
Are there a lot of drow around? A lot of guards?
You know that there's, from the top view, there's a guard tower here that will be watching you all as you work the lift. And there's one Kraggeth below next to you all, idly standing.
Okay. It says in Thieves' Cant, well, it signals, I guess it signs in Thieves' Cant to Krav. That's your name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's going to signal, can you breathe underwater? Because that's its new opening line for everyone it meets.
That is true.
I do not require air to breathe, so to answer your question...
Wait, do you understand Thieves' Cant?
I do not understand these.
Well, Jack, just another mechanical note for Warforges. While they technically do not need oxygen to breathe, they can still drown.
Okay. So, you probably can't understand what it asked because it used the Thieves' Cant hand signal to ask that question.
Is there something you were trying to tell me to do?
So you just see the frog making little hand signals at you.
Yes. I would say you do not know what is it trying to...
It says, speak you common?
I guess so.
Breathe you Water?
Water? No. No, breathe.
Okay.
But I still go.
It can't think of anything else to say, but it's still refusing to touch the controls because it's unsure about them.
Horn goes off. And you hear the lift descend.
It tries to not run away again.
What comes down from the lift this time, you see 2 drow warriors, and then one of the more regal, professional-looking ones come out. It is the captain, Shore, and he just eyes the 2 of you, says, "It amuses me to watch you work. Got anything to say, Tin Bucket?"
I just look at him and smile.
I wonder what we'll fetch for you in City of Fighters. We don't sell too many warforges out here. Especially one of your creation. Think the gnomes will leave something like this here. And no weapon upgrades on it either. We can make something out of you. And then he just stops and looks in the water and he orders 2 guards. I think it's attacking something. What's going on? And they rush towards to the pool section. The Kragoff in a panic just steps back, lets everything happen. Do you 2 follow them into the water, to the pool section?
A little bit, but I don't get close. I just kind of follow just enough to see what's happening, but not
Like a wide berth.
Yeah.
Another question I should ask. As you guys come around to look at them in the pool, he orders 2 of the drow start attacking the water, and you see them shooting crossbows into it as a corpse kind of like limp, like slides off of this weird ooze. 2 of you see a half-dissolved form of Ron slipping down the river as this large ooze creature starts swinging at the 2 drow.
Looks like they have their hands full.
Both of them are dodging the attacks while Shore is just shooting crossbows into this, and he starts telling the 2 men to retreat back. They get back far enough from the pool, and it doesn't seem like the ooze starts to follow, and it just begins to shimmer back down into the water. Both of you, give me 1 perception check.
Perception. These eyes see. These eyes see. Everything. Unnatural 20.
Okay. You all both hear as it screams into the water. Seems like a high-pitched whine for a moment, and then it just in your heads, you both hear, "Flesh for the faceless one! The faceless one!" And then the ooze disappears. At this point, Jordan...
The faceless one.
Yes. So, Shore at this point starts cursing. Damn it, we lost one. Ivar will not to be happy with this. You too. And he stops and stares at you and smiles. Well, I think I know how we're going to change her mood. Aren't we, little one? And he snaps at the 2 drow. Cover your hands when you will grab this one, but take it to my quarters. And they walk towards you to try to restrain. Are you trying to resist?
I am going to run towards the water.
Okay. Are you getting into the water?
I run towards the edge kind of nervously, and then are they still following me?
Both of them are about to make grapple attempts towards you. I'm gonna make 2 rolls while I need you to give me a acrobatics or athletics check to try to avoid them grabbing.
I am very acrobatic. 11?
You try to run away, you lumber, and kind of trip on the manacles you have on you. And they just kind of lift you into the air off those manacles and hold you in front of Shore. He says,
"Do they touch my skin?"
"No, they seem to just hold you by the manacles and are just lifting you with that."
Okay. I am going to try to wriggle out of the manacles, like just pull my hands through or something. I don't know what kind of check that would be.
Okay, I'm gonna let you try to break out of the mat or slip out of them. Give me a dexterity check, just a straight dexterity check.
Oh wait, sorry, wrong one. Bam. Okay, nice. 18 plus 4, 22?
You are out of your manacles and you fall to the ground. In this instant, both of them eyes widen and they drop the manacles, reaching for the crossbow. you will get 1 free turn to do something, and then it's them rolling initiative.
Okay.
Can I attempt to do something since I'm here?
Yes, you see your grunge friend slip out of the manacles, and there's just a split second of like, and for you it's slow motion as everything's about to
I'm
happen.
within 5 feet, aren't I?
Shit's about to go down.
I said I'm within 5 feet.
I would say at this point, she ran towards the water and then stood next to it. I would give you 10 feet as you was over there looking at the situation.
Okay. Jack, is there anything you want to do before I do my thing?
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I can do.
Somebody once told me I'm gonna kill 2 players.
Yeah, there's something I want to do. I want to attempt to cast Zephyr Strike.
Isn't that a level 5 spell?
That's a level 1 spell.
Huh. Can you go ahead and either put it in the chat or tell me what it does?
You move like the wind. Until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on 1 weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that.
Okay, yeah, you cast it and you feel like this, not so much breeze for you, but you feel this liquid coolness in your veins as your performance increases.
Initiating Zephyr Strike module.
Okay. Is that all you do?
Well, that was my bonus action, so I do want to make an attack on one of them. Okay, so I'm going to attempt Zephyr Strike on this one right.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
So this is just a straight roll since I would technically have disadvantage because of the.
Yes, it still be at disadvantage as you still have the restraints on. Maya, you are no longer restrained and good to go.
Okay.
What now?
Ooh, that is unarmed strike. So that's a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Go ahead and roll me damage. Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So it does. So 10 points of damage.
10.
10.
Nice, man. Okay.
Oh my god. Are you gonna kill him?
So the 2 of you go ahead and roll initiative for me, please, and I'm gonna get some things set up.
Oh wait, can I still do my one thing?
Yes.
Okay, because my one thing is gonna try and escape, and I jump into the water.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, this is actually perfect. So we're gonna end it on this section, like you guys here. I'm gonna cut to one more person before this, and we're gonna end it for tonight. So go ahead and give me initiative rolls for you two, and I'll save that for next.
Did I kill this guy?
Do you kill him?
Did I kill this guy?
My initiative is a 7.
Okay. So let me go ahead and say, you as you swing towards him, kind of at the double fist swing at him, you knock several teeth out his face, and they both look. 2 of the base drow look up at you as you attack. Chore looks down at the grunge who slips into the water and growls, and pulls out his sword and says, "Well, we're gonna be losing a few more inventory today." What was your initiative, Jack?
I have 12 for my initiative.
Yeah, okay. That's where we're going to leave that.
Ooh.
Wow.
This is not good.
Jack, I will tell you this for your benefit. What the drow you hit is looking bloody.
So I should get a backup character ready, huh?
Yeah, same.
I have the stats ready. I'm not going to tell you what happened. Like how that goes.
I mean...
You guys, I love you so much.
It decided... It was just like, big scary men or mysterious ooze. I go with the ooze.
It's just like, oh no, the ooze is talking flesh for the faceless one. Oh, we have to get out of here. Guys, the ooze wants flesh. Why are we still here? Oh, that's right, we're prisoners.
Zavar, you are groggy and you are hurt. You wake up and still find the manacles on you, but you are not on the rope bridge anymore.
Okay.
You wake up in this area that looks like some small quarters, and as you turn to the bed, you see Jordan's just sitting there staring at you. In his hand, he's flipping this small little coin all across his fingers, and he flips it to your ground next to you, just out of reach. Do you pick it up?
Okay. I reach for it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I pick it up.
It is a gold coin
Mm-hmm.
marked with the sigil of a flying pigeon carrying a scroll. And he looks at you and says, "You can be of use to me, and I can get you out of it. Let's talk." And that is where we're going to leave it for today.
Eli is so good at creating
This is
mystery.
so good.
Oh, the cliffhangers.
I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. Like, great options y'all took here, by the way. That was impressive.
Oh yeah, we about to fuck shit up.
This is day one. Like, I'm...
Okay, well, I was gonna ask something, but I guess I'll wait until next week. This is good.
This is what happens when you try and grab a scared, cornered cat.
I thought you was going to let him grab you and just, like, let the poison take over.
It is just a cat. No. It was like, fuck no, I have prey instincts.
Okay. So, Arun,
Yeah.
Jack, and Maya,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and have an alternative character ready. I won't guarantee death, but at this point, it's an option.
He's like, I can't guarantee your success either.
I'm not claiming to be a benevolent DM, but I'm not claiming to not be one.
I mean, I killed Jack 30 minutes into the playthrough last time. I'm so ready to see what happens next. 10 points of damage on one hit. Oh, wow.
It would have been more had I not rolled that 1 on the D4 damage.
Huh. Okay. I also like how both David and Arun handled the situation above. David, you got some good rolls there.
Yeah, the first initial ones, dang.
I was actually planning to swipe something off the guard, but I thought that was even more dangerous, so I just decided to push him away.
Ah.
Yeah. But oh well. I guess we are where we are now.
Yeah, you guys got some planning to do. Good job on the conversation. There's some options there. Y'all have some friends. You guys have a little bit less friends than before, so we're going to have to change the NPC info.
Flash for the faceless one. The faceless one! You know, it's still really good to hear that after all this time. It's one of the funniest parts of, like, the campaign to me. And it's, I think, one of the best parts of DMing is just getting to, like, make silly voices.
I agree. It's the best part for me. Just a free chance for me to be foolish as always. I'm sure, though, you guys heard my surprise on Maya's attempt to escape. Good on her to make the DM pause and panic for a second. Try to have to improvise on the spot. And is now one of the highlights of my time DMing. Something I get to talk about. Hey, do you want to hear about the time a grunge almost escaped Velkenvelve through the waterfall?
And the second session too?
The grunge was determined and was so close to succeeding. At that point, I was already planning a one-shot if it had worked.
Yeah, I can't believe Maya actually tried to escape so early. She's really good at role-playing it and just pretending to be a scared, cowering, like, small fighter person. But, like, Maya, we had a plan forming and everything, and she just went for it. You know, much respect to that.
You see a chance and you gotta take it.
Yeah, good point. But, I guess now it's time for Eli to read that promotion.
Support us directly on our Patreon at nextontheinitiative.com. Any additional content we make is going to be uploaded to the Patreon first, and the best way to find it is by using the link in the description. So, Jakes, it is your turn. Name something that is $3. No pressure.
Just had to fit in that .com, didn't you?
Always.
Alright, you know what? We've each had a turn naming something for $3. So this time, let's bring in our friends that like play D&D with us. And this time,
Okay.
yeah, I had a smart idea for once. Let me call Arun on the phone and, have him record with us. So, boop, 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 boop. I'm clicking a phone. Boop, boop. Bring, bring.
Hello? Hi, Jakes? Is that you? Hi. What's up?
No, I'm just calling to tell you that, like, we need some more help on the podcast, It's not like you're sitting next to me this entire time, but...
Well, not really. Of course not.
Yeah, so Arun, if you have a minute and definitely aren't sitting next to me, do you want to name something that's like $3?
Oh, wow. This puts me on the spot.
Yeah, it's not like I gave you a week to think about this, right?
Well... Okay, look. That was a week ago, man. I mean, I remember like browsing through a couple of things, and I saw something that's pretty interesting that I was actually considering buying for $3. It was this very beautiful miniature like chess set. It's like,
Oh.
Are you just trying to impress Eli because he loves chess? But well, I know you like chess too.
I mean,
so.
yeah, I like chess too, so I was really considering buying that. Pretty cool.
I mean, it's a good thing. All I could come up with was something to Arizona Iced Tea last time, and I got judged by my friend who seems to not enjoy Arnold Palmer's in a can.
I stand by my statement and the statement of all the real people out there.
So for the price of a chess set, you can keep our podcast going, huh?
That will be very nice. For the price of one little chess set, you can keep this podcast going. So please support us.
Follow us on social media. You can find the links for our social media, or you can find the links for our official accounts in the description below. And as always, give us a good rating on the platforms you use to listen to our podcast. We all really appreciate it.
Some of the sound effects used in this episode were made by Jakes, our showrunner. The sources for the music and additional sound effects can be found in the description and were used under Creative Commons licensing. This podcast is unofficial fan content of the D&D 5e module, Out of the Abyss. We are not sponsored or endorsed by Wizards of the Coast. Any role-playing we do as characters, depictions of location, or any other content in this module is fan content of this podcast of the source material. So please, support the official content.
From the top. Special thanks to Maia O.P. Ross playing It the Grunge, David George as Ugesh the Fighter, Jakes Hernandez as Inoki the Myconid, Elijah the DM, and Jack Phillips as Krav the Warforged, and yours sincerely, Zavara. You're all a great D&D group. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for the next episode.
So Arun, sometimes when we end the podcast, Elijah decides to throw out a silly quote like "spay and neuter your pets."
Did we get past that last time? Did we stick with that or switch it?
Oh no, it's definitely up and published.
Yeah. Oh no!
I'm just gonna say, power to the working class.
I like it, man.
Yeah, that's a working. I can see Arun now. One arm up in the pose.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Have a good one. Peace.